the cave. We are right there at this moment. What we want to get to that point.
What's up there?
I got it.
Okay.
You don't want to get 70 feet. So if you follow that format down with the water, you may get into.
And see, here's White Mountain, and that's the up top. Right about in there.
That you have to follow it horizontally. Now it doesn't mean that it's going to be nice and big. You may have kind of a necks and this waterway.
The Arbuckle Mountains are full of mystery. Strange and unique rock formations can be found dotting the ground. But many geologists are interested in what's below the ground. There's massive caves in those hills. The First News put together an expedition to find those caves, local geologists and some of the nation's foremost cave experts.
And see, here's White Mountain.
Bob Allen has been an Ardmore geologist since the 50s. His maps show caves everywhere.
The Arbuckle Mountains furnishes a window into the subsurface. You don't see these rocks in Dallas or Oklahoma City or very, very few places in the nation.
And those rocks give the telltale signs of caves.
When we look at these rocks here, these are essentially a small-scale cave. The acidic rainwater has dissolved the limestone to create these holes which actually go right on through the rocks.
Or right through the ground. Dr. Al-Shaieb is head geologist at Oklahoma State University. He's found a ground opening with water running through it. A bit more looking led us to a major cave entrance.
I got it.
Okay.
It goes for like 50, 100 feet. It will drop again. And eventually you are going to get in the main cave where you see the spelunking, or what you call the cave formation.
If you bring that the camera around right over and shine it down this way. Okay.
Now at this point we're actually about 80 feet below the surface. You'll notice behind me some water flowing. The geologists say that actually continues in a stream that could go through several miles of underground caverns.
You have to go below the groundwater table, which is deepening to this side here. As you see, you have to go below this water to the other side, and you may go into some other room structure.
We opted not to swim the ice-cold waters to find the rest of the cave, and researchers say you really don't have to. They can actually plot the cave route from above the ground.
We're at about 19.
Something they hope to complete in the near future.
You know, it's still active. It's forming as we speak.
But to find the hidden geology of the Arbuckle Caves, you've got to go underground. Brittany Warger, First News, under the Arbuckle Mountains. This rock dropped nearly 100 feet through an opening in the limestone ground of the Arbuckle Mountains. And we followed it, joined by local geologists and cave experts from Oklahoma State University.
Assuming this is their cave, we are right there at this moment. What we want to get to that point. And we don't get that point in one leap. It's going to go like horizontally, vertically, horizontally, and vertically till we get into the big walls. This is some of the cave formation.
Yeah,
you see that?
It's active still.
You know, it's still active. It's forming as we speak.
Calcium carbonates are creating formations throughout the cave. And 80 feet down, the waterways begin.
The groundwater usually flow into extensive network of channels underground, which result into the expansion of the cave system.
Above the ground, researchers are hoping to plot the route of those caves. Of course, local geologists have a head start.
I moved to Ardmore in 1954. Now,
Bob Allen has studied this region for years. He's known all along its rock composition is perfect for caves.
this unit that we're standing on is the Arbuckle Formation the upper member, the West Spring Creek member of the Arbuckle group. It's some 25,000 feet deep under the city of Ardmore. Here we can come and scratch on it.
And that's exactly what geologists intend to do.
These rocks can be dissolved along the bedding planes or along fractures like you see behind you over there. And these small scale caves eventually become enlarged into passageways that we can crawl through.
And see, here's White Man.
And by charting those passageway openings, you can plot the cave routes on a map.
Point out where we are, Jim.
Experts can even use ground contours to determine their size. But all of this takes time.
There are not known data on the caves in Oklahoma till recently, but I would expect if we focus our attention on that, we may see much more caves available in this region.
And as researchers unlock mysteries of the Arbuckle Cave System, they're finding a lot more to this mountain range than what's on the surface.
It's coming down, you see that? This is the typical cave formation, you see.
Britt Muehlbarger, First News, under the Arbuckle Mountains.